You are listening to Proof Text, a Glossa House podcast exploring Scripture and all things related to it. New episodes are released daily. For more information, check out glossahouse.com and subscribe to our channels on Spotify and YouTube. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Proof Text. I'm Michael Halcomb and I am here with my pal, J.M. Smith. J.M., you well?
Well, brother, how's it?
It's good, bro. I'm doing okay. Getting ready to travel tomorrow to the mainland. You know, we're recording this, I guess, a while before it comes out, but I'll be presenting at a conference in Cincinnati area this week.
Cool.
Delivering a talk, workshop session titled Defining Love in a Culture That Resists Definitions.
Interesting. Are you going to do it in English or Greek?
Yeah, it'll be in English, although it would be interesting to see what that's like in Greek. It's good to see you. This is, for those of you watching, listening, this is an episode of 10 questions where JM gets 5, I get 5. We look at a single verse and ask questions of it. We try not to give answers. Sometimes we fail a little bit on that, but that's okay. Yeah, comes with the territory. JM never knows where I'm going to go, and so I always spring a verse on him using the random Bible verse generator. And now we are at Ephesians 4:29. Ephesians 4:29. So if you're watching, that text is about to appear on the screen, and if you're listening, well, you're not going to be able to see it, but I'm going to read it for you. Ephesians 4:29, the NIV translates it this way: do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, so that it may benefit those who listen. Man. All right. You want to lead off with the question here?
Yeah, because I go ahead and do it. My first question right off the bat is, what is unwholesome? Like, what does sapros mean in Greek? Because unwholesome is very generic.
Yes, it is.
How specific?
Yeah, I love the glosses for this: rotten, decayed, putrid. Do not let any putrid talk come out of your mouth. Refuse, vicious, foul, depraved. All kinds of glosses for this. So what is sapros? That is an excellent question, because unwholesome is very generic. Are we talking about, slander? Are we talking about put downs? Are we talking about cussing? Are we talking about dirty jokes? Are we talking about singing bad song lyrics? What is this? That's a great question. Okay. So we have this contrast, and really it's alai, except something good for building that's interesting. Building the needs. Wow. Okay. I guess I got my next question.
Yeah, you're up.
This says for building others up according to their needs, but there is the word others is not in here in the Greek text. It literally just says for building of the needs. And really, actually, it just doesn't even. So let's see. Yeah, it doesn't even say needs plural. I mistranslated that. Just notice that for building the need. for building of the need, singular. Okay, so why in the world is it translated building others up and according to their needs when others isn't in the Greek text and the Greek text need is singular, not plural?
My second question then is the Allah, the contrast, is this defining what unwholesome means? In other words, is sapros being defined in this context as not as what doesn't build up is the definition of the generic sapros given in this context? And so it's not a matter of like he's talking about like whatever you would want to say, dirty talk or coarse joking or any of the other things. Is he talking about stuff that doesn't build up? And if so, then what would that mean? How would that change how we determine if something is unwholesome or not?
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Like, because sometimes something crass to one person could actually be edifying to another person, and vice versa.
I agree.
Especially in the world of comedy, if they're trying to make somebody laugh, to cheer them up, to brighten their day.
Exactly.
So that's where I would want to start looking.
That's good. Yeah, that's why I say like, sometimes a well-placed cuss can be very effective. But all right, so I just saw this for the first time in my life. I've probably read this verse a bajillion times. So here's my second. I'm just gonna translate it and then raise my question. Literally, word for word. Every word or every rotten word, every unwholesome word out of the mouth of y'all, right? That's a singular. Every unwholesome word or a putrid word out of the mouth of y'all, do not. And then we have ekporeves though, and they translate it, say, don't let it come out of your mouth. The Greek actually says every unwholesome word out of y'all's mouth, seemingly implying that's already come out. Right? Perhaps. Do not. Should this be translated, do not let it come out? But I see that the same word is used in Luke 4:37, and it's translated as to be spread abroad. So does it make more sense to translate it as every rotten word out of y'all's mouth, do not let it spread abroad? That really changes the context. Or is there an even better translation? Right, that to me makes it sound like it's talking about gossip or a rumor rather than just any old, like, a dirty joke or a cuss or something like that.
All right. My third or fourth? Third. I think it's my third. My third question is, why does the NIV translate docharin as it may benefit instead of literally in order to give grace?
Yes, exactly.
Is that literally what it would say? To give grace to the ones here, or to the ones here.
Yes, exactly. Good job on your Greek there. Excellent. Good job. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, so why did they render that as that it may benefit? Giving grace, I mean, that's
Mm-hmm.
Giving grace and benefit
Yeah.
seem like two different things, but perhaps in an honor and shame, patronage, kinship, purity culture, as our friend David De Silva points out, maybe this is a technical term for benefiting your patron or whoever has to show grace to you. I don't know.
It
That
is a
starts getting me
technical
down that.
term.
Yeah, is it a technical term? And the
It,
NIV is
and
just
it
like,
is,
let me just.
that's right. It belongs, yeah, certainly within a patronage context, that grace, right? We still use it that way. Like the banks talk about a grace period,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's exactly it's a financial term in the ancient world too. It's where it comes from.
Hmm.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it seems like a lot of missed opportunities. Boy, the NIV is really dropping the ball lately in these videos that we're doing. Dude, that's a great question. Great observation too. Did well with your Greek there.
Wow. Thank you, Sensei.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be what is the you're the sensei, I'm the what? What if you're the sensei, I'm
No,
the
when it comes to Greek, you're the sensei. I'm definitely the big white belt. But blue
okay.
blue
What do
belt. I'll
you
give
call
myself a
like a
little credit.
student? What do you call a student? Like in your karate terms or your fighting terms, what is a student?
Senior student is senpai, but I don't know whatever the Japanese word for student is, which I don't know because nobody uses it.
My daughter speaks Japanese. She would know, but she's not here right now. Okay. Wow. So my fourth question is fourth, right? Or third? I don't even remember.
I just asked 3.
Okay, my third question then is this about gossip in a particular congregation, Ephesus, about a specific individual, or is it about gossip in general, or does it have nothing to do with gossip and it's just general vulgar speech? Those are like 4 questions in a row, but take them as one. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they're all in the same realm.
Yeah.
Okay, my fourth question is I'm looking at the prosukodomain tesreas. Tesrias. I'm learning both pronunciations and trying to figure out which one to
Yeah.
use. Anyway,
Yeah.
that towards or for the building up, and then hold a second. Oh,
Bless you.
there we go.
Real life.
Man. To the building up of need is how it seems. Just it's a singular. Chaos is singular. Of need, of the need. But one of the definitions I'm looking at chaya, and it's need in the sense of that which BDAG has definition number 2, that which is lacking. So not like what you need in a general sense of like, I need this, but as in needy, like what is lacking. So is that the sense that this should have? Building up, in other words, you should speak into a person in a way that fills what they are lacking, or is it you should speak in a way that gives them what they need? Like it might be semantic, but there seems to be a little bit of difference in just what somebody needs to have a good day versus what somebody is missing in their life and is in need of. So that's my question.
It's really good. So accept something good for building of the need. Yeah. Or As you just said, building of, the what's lacking essentially. I think that's good. Because it's singular, tes krias. I mean, it could be. Is it talking about a communal need or a personal, individual need? As in Acts, you can see that over here. Acts 20:34, Romans 12:13, Philippians 2:25, 4:16, 4:19, where you get a personal or an individual need. If so, again, is this talking about a specific person? And we have the naked tes here, the pronoun tes, which is usually like a certain someone or something that can be translated that way, but this could be accept something good or accept a certain someone, good for the building of the need of certain someone. It could be translated that way too. But it seems to be probably accept some need. So is it communal or is it personal? And if it's personal, who's it talking about? Could it be talking about Paul? Could it be talking about Paul? Building him up.
My last question is probably an elementary Greek question more than anything, but he says everything or all unwholesome or rotten word from the mouth of y'all. So mouth is singular and y'all was plural. Is this a collective mouth, like
right,
the church as a whole's mouth, or is this each individual? And I don't know how much the singular versus plural is common in Greek. Is that a normal thing? Instead of y'all's mouths, which would be clear that he's talking about every individual mouth in the congregation, but he's y'all's mouth.
Could have easily said ekton stomon, and there'd been a nice bunch of rhyming, ekton stomaton eumon. But he didn't do that. Yeah, that's a great question. So it seems, it seems there's this, like, the church is collectively perhaps gossiping, and he's saying, don't, if you're not going to say anything nice about a certain someone, don't say anything at all.
The different versions translated as mouths. NIV mouths, NRSV mouths, but then King James has mouth,
right,
singular.
That's right, and that's right. That's correct. You're right. It's singular. So my next question is, this is supposed to be beneficial for the ones hearing it. So is the situation that you have like a group of believers? This is my question. Is the situation that you have a group of believers perhaps gossiping or saying something, and it's words getting out, and it's troubling and tearing down the people, that's in plural, tous akususin, the ones hearing it, rather than giving them grace. So it's deducting from their emotional bank account or spiritual bank account rather than giving them grace and filling it up, I guess. So fascinating. Yeah. Is that all? Are we done? Is that it?
That's 5 for me, man.
Wow. And boy, next he's talking about don't even grieve the Holy Spirit. So build up, people are listening, and even the Holy Spirit's listening. Don't grieve him. So fascinating. This has totally changed how I view this verse. Totally changed. I don't think it anymore can be used as a proof text for something like telling a dirty joke or cussing. That principle of pure speech or whatever may apply elsewhere, but I don't think you can build that from this verse.
Mm.
I don't know. That's my own
Yeah.
opinion at this point.
Wow,
This is a formative session. Go. What were you gonna say?
I could ask this off. Right. I just want to know in Step Bible if in verse 25, you can edit this out if it doesn't matter, but for some reason, accordance in Nestle Allen has 25 lalete aletheon. That's in italics in Nestle Allen, and I'm just but then the rest of the verse, like lalite all the way to off 2 is in italics.
I'm going to switch screens on us here, and if for the people who watch proof text often, they'll be familiar with this resource. What verse are you looking at? Ephesians 4:25?
4:25 and 26. The first 4 words in 26 are also italicized.
Yeah. So let's look at this just real quick. Yeah. This is the CNTR website. I use it every week. It's foundational, pivotal in my research. But have you seen this, JM? Have you seen me talk about this before?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, you should go find that episode I did on this. This website's amazing. Our friend Alan Bunning does this. So check this out. This is gonna blow your mind, JM. Your mind's about to get blown, I think. All right. So what you have here, you can look at any verse in the New Testament. Down here, we have the SR, which is the statistically restored Greek New Testament. By the way, Glossa House has the print edition of that. The statistically restored Greek New Testament. The algorithm that runs this site restores that, so you can see sort of the percentages of the, I guess, sort of likelihood of what's there. Okay. So you can see which manuscripts within the first 400 to 500 years, what they each have, right? So you can see quite a bit of difference going on. Like all this stuff highlighted. We, in fact, we don't only our later two have we only have one. The latest one only has these last 4 words, but we only have 2 that have pretty much everything, and that's the ones from 325 from 349 to 375 and 499. Now, so which 2 words you were asking about? Lalite?
Well, in Nestle Allen, starting with Alite all the way through Alf2, that's all in italics, and then it goes back to regular print, and then in 26 the first 4 words. So I don't know what Nestle Allen, what italics means about the text. I don't know what they're saying.
So it means that there's textual variance, right? That's what it's signaling to you.
But usually it does it with the apparatus and that's, I've never seen them italicize the text to show it. And it's the only verse in all of Ephesians that I'm looking at that are italicized. So I'm like, huh. And that's why.
Well, check.
Yeah. It may
check
just be
this out. So P46, dated to around 175, 224. If I click P46 here, watch what happens. So I get a transcription of P46. Okay, and it shows me what's going on. Now that's pretty cool that I can get the transcription.
Yeah.
But if I scroll up to the top and I hit this magnifying glass, I'm going to get a new window that opens. And hopefully, do you see that?
Yeah.
So now we're looking at P46, and we can go down and we can look and we can zoom in. and you can see how the bottom of it is missing, and perhaps why that is missing is
Yeah.
and is that
Interesting.
reconstruction. So I can zoom back out a little bit. So this makes me want to go up and see where it appears. Pneumaty. Yeah. So anyways, this is amazing in
That is a
that
fantastic tool.
you can look at any manuscript and transcription of it and see the textual variants easily and super quickly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I use this in my sermon writing and prep and commentary writing every single week.
Is that online or is that a program?
It's online.
What
Yeah.
is give me the website real quick.
GreekCNTR.org. Yep. I have a whole episode about this and interviewed the guy who runs it. He works with Glossa House. We're printing his books and everything, so great
That's
resource,
awesome.
man.
I'm gonna put that in my bookmarks right now.
Yeah. So I highly, just like I do with Step Bible, highly recommend this website to everyone. Super versatile as well. And by the way, let me show you another thing that you can do here. You can, let me see if I can do it. All right, so I can turn on and off various sections. So for example, if I just want my statistical restoration Greek New Testament open and all that's done, like boom, there you go, quickly. And then also have variant interlinear, right? So that's pretty amazing thing itself, the variant interlinear. So it's showing you the parts where the variants are, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And then if you click these numbers here, that's going to take you out to Bible Hub. That's Strong's Concordance,
right?
That you're getting there. Yeah, man.
This would have been so helpful in seminary,
right? Right.
20 years ago, me sweating through New Testament text criticism, that would have been very helpful.
Yep. So I'm glad we went on this tangent, even if only to show you that. That verse is messy. We have a lot going on there. So
that's cool.
Yeah, play around with that site. It's a great site. And go check out the couple videos I have about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, let's pause there and go check out discipledojo.org, GreekCNTR.org, and glossahouse.com. Check out our YouTube pages as well. Some great stuff. Free stuff all over the place. And when, I guess, listeners, listen to this, we've already just recently surpassed 1,000 podcast episodes. So
that's great.
Yeah, some of them really short, just a couple minutes, but still pretty cool.
Plenty of stuff to listen to on long road trips with Bible nerds.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you all for watching, listening, supporting. Hit like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. Yep. All right, we'll stop there, our friends, and say we hope that helps.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? Glossa House can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, Glossa House offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glossahouse.com today. Glossa House, language resources for the global community.